Welcome, Pisces. This is your May 2025 reading. We're going to see what you have going on and what's coming towards you and get you some messages from your guides. So let's see, we have the King of Wands here and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so whatever it is that you are working on, you have a couple options in front of you and available to you. So there may be other approaches that you're not necessarily seeing at this time. So you may be thinking that you only have a couple options here, or you may have decided on a certain way to accomplish the goals that you want, and you may find that there's better alternatives. There's other options available to you, and you may not even feel as passionate about the path that you're on, or the path that you're going down, or the choices that you've made so far. So there's plenty of opportunity here for you to adjust course. What else for Pisces? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups here. So this is you being guided to connect with your heart space and allow your heart to guide you and to lead you, and also, as always, connect with your intuition. So what do you feel inside about this? Excuse me. Maybe run it through your heart space. Okay, so we have Justice here as well. So I feel like there will be this balancing that happens or occurs, and things will work out exactly how they need to for you in the moment and at that time, for you to learn what it is that you need to learn. So that option will be available to you. Now, whether you take it on or not is a different story, but you at least have things working out for you and not to you. So it's going to be important for you to really recognize that whatever happens, no matter what happens, you can always choose how it impacts you and choose the adjustments that you make as a result of that, and identify the lessons that you learn from it. Okay, so it can make you better. What else do we have here? So we have Knight of Cups here as well. So you may have the opportunity for love if you desire that and you want that. It is here and available to you. And what else? Okay. So there's also here this call to action towards what it is you love as well. So it doesn't have to just be romantic love that you're moving towards. This could be moving towards projects, a job, activities even that you do love and care about, and that make you feel fulfilled and happy. So we have the Four of Swords here. So you may also want to take some time to reflect and replenish your cup and refill your cup. We have the Eight of Swords here. Like, yeah, there's definitely an easier way for you to accomplish some things that you're working towards. So whatever this is, whatever you're doing now, there's an easier way. Okay, we also have the Ten of Coins here. And as you're going through this journey, these challenges, these struggles, it's so important the attitude that you have when you're going. That's one thing. And then the second thing is to really truly understand what's going on and understand that you have different options available to you, because I hear that some of you are I don't know, you're being like a little stubborn in some cases, and you're really truly understanding and knowing that there's other options, but you're like, nope, I'm not doing that. I want to do this. I want it to happen this way. And anything outside of that is unacceptable to me. And that's not how things work, right? You put the energy out there, and the universe gives you exactly what you need at the exact right moment in time. But ultimately, you are co-creating with the universe the reality that you receive, because it is a complete, exact mirror of the energy that you're putting out. Okay, so this is really about focusing on your state of mind, your state of being, your attitude, your thoughts, your feelings, because that is what the universe is going to show you and reflect back to you. And you have opportunity to be successful here, and your end result can be victory, can be success. We see it here. You are being guided, though, to let go of the temptations, to let go of the distractions, because that's going to help you to get to your end result, your outcome, faster. And the smallest changes that you make are going to have the biggest results. So this is not like, oh, you need to do a complete 360. If you're trying to lose 20 pounds, like, oh, well, you need to just, cut out everything. Cut out anything, fats, whatever. It's not that drastic. Okay, so you can make the tiniest changes. You can maybe cut out sweets, or that's a drastic change, because I love the sweets and chocolate, but I'm just saying, there is a balance that you can implement here, and it's not going to take a lot from you to make those small adjustments and those changes that are going to have some really significant results. So just don't feel like, oh, I can't do that. I'm never going to achieve that because I'm not willing to do all of this significant work and all of these changes. This is about doing what you feel guided and inspired to do. So the changes you make are going to be those that you feel passionate about and that you feel comfortable with doing. And they're going to have some results here. So we have the Lovers in reverse. So why is that in reverse, please? Okay, so we have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So you may have some things that you're I keep hearing like struggling with, but I don't know that it's necessarily like such a struggle. This is just the normal part of your evolution, a normal part of your journey and your path to have those back and forth discussions with yourself, or to really be evaluating different options as it relates to your finances, as it relates to your philosophies and your beliefs. So you may be kind of going through that period where you're not quite sure, or you may even be confused about what you want and the direction you want to go in and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve. And in some respects related to some things. Not that you're confused about everything. I'm not saying that, but yeah, there may be finances, philosophies, things that you are like, okay, what is it that I believe? What is it that I want to accomplish? So we have the High Priestess. So you absolutely can be successful in the choices that you make and the path that you decide. It's just a matter of where you want to go and the experiences that you want to have. So what's important to you? Because some of you are focusing on what's not helpful to you and what you would define as negative. So it's really time to shift that focus from that energy, those beliefs, that lower frequency, to one that is much higher, where you know that you have everything within you and that you can achieve and accomplish any goal or desire that you have, and you are worthy of it. And allow divine intervention to come through. Allow your guides to support you. Connect with your intuition and utilize it more. And create also this balance that is we're seeing happen here. Allow that balance to happen. And you may want to consider incorporating more of your self-care practices in. There may be opportunities for you to be more honest and to be more open with individuals in your environment, and I would really strongly recommend that you do that in a constructive way, okay? Because if not, then that's going to just lead to more contrast, more challenges. But if you're able to communicate your needs in a clear and direct manner, and in a way that's emotionally intelligent and that does consider the impact and the emotions of the other party involved, and you're creating also win-win solutions where, okay, maybe you have these areas where you want to see adjustments happen, you want to work together and collaborate with the other party so that you're in a more balanced relationship, or this is a more balanced environment where both of your needs are getting met. Then you can have those conversations. You're absolutely being guided to have those conversations. Just do it in a constructive way. Okay? What else? So we have the Ace of Cups here. Wonderful. So if you aren't in a relationship, you do have opportunities for love coming through. And this is also love for yourself as well. So you may have started out the month with a little, you may start the month out just feeling a little down or just feeling unaligned a little bit, but you can end it. You can create opportunity for yourself to be more connected with who you are. And that's really about just working on connecting your intuition, connecting with source, connecting with your guides and your higher self, and getting in those self-care practices, allowing yourself to have that reflection time to refill your cup and replenish your cup so that you are feeling better and better and better. And let's get a couple messages. That's a lot. Let's just get like 3 right here. So we have expansion. Wonderful, because that is the place where we're at here, where you have some new chapters that are opening and you really have that opportunity to connect more deeply with your authentic self. And we see expansion and growth happening as a result of that. We also have the master number of 44. So I am going to put a link in the video description. So if you are interested in learning more about the master number 44, you can watch that video. And it is a short, so it's not going to be too long there. It'll be less than a minute. Or you can just Google it if you feel called to do that. And we also have the pathway here, your direction, your purpose, and you changing and transforming to be more aligned with your true path and with the things that you came here to do. Okay. Let's get one more, because I thought I said I was going to do 3. Give me one more, please. Then we have wonderful, because we know how intuitive you are, and we know that you are receiving these messages and you are receiving this guidance, and some of you are better able to connect with it than others, but doing those self-care practices will help you to strengthen that connection. And some of you I hear aren't listening to the messages that you're receiving. And so that is being called out here, and you are being guided to listen more. And that would be to you, to the messages that your higher self has for you, to the messages that you have for you as source. Okay, so we have transformation here. So we are seeing transformation here, and it's going to be happening whether you want it to or not. So you're being guided toward accepting it, embracing it, and being open to the transformation and growth process, and stepping into that journey with full, complete trust of who you are and what you have the ability to accomplish, and that you absolutely can and will be successful. We have change showing up here again. This is like you being directed and guided down a path that is way more aligned with what you came here to do and your authentic self. And like we said, it's happening anyway. It's happening regardless. So you got to get on board here. All right, so what else? And you will see that. I see things coming up very clearly to you, and you being shown the way. The light will shine on the right path for you. And you will have that knowledge and information, and you'll be aware of it, and you can decide if you want to go down that path or not. So I feel like you definitely, this is going to be an area or down a path where you're going to be feeling very passionate about the work you do and the work that you're doing towards the goals that you have. So it's not just about like your job or finances. This is about you enlightening, becoming more enlightened every day, and doing the work, again, that you came here to do. Utilizing your gifts and talents to be financially free, and working on those things that you've wanted to do or you've written about wanting to do. It's about getting back to those things and allowing yourself to be divinely guided in that direction. And some of you, there's even opportunity here for you to strengthen your intuition, your connection with source and your higher self and guides. And also know that there's so much more information out there available to you, more signs, more synchronicities, more messages for you to download, more downloads coming towards you. So just open yourself up to that. And I would also say to open up your heart space as well. So if you feel like your heart chakra may be blocked, you may want to do some meditations to help you keep all of your chakras balanced, especially your heart chakra. Okay. So what else? So we have the Seven of Wands here. Excuse me. So there may be a little bit of a discrepancy over some support that you're providing to someone or for something. You may be feeling like maybe you got taken advantage of a little bit in some way. But you can utilize your discernment, and everything is a lesson to be learned, right? Whether it's you define it as good or as not so good, it's all designed to teach you more and more about you. And so if you feel like you've been wronged in some way, it's definitely an opportunity for you to understand what happened, take the lesson from it, and have more discernment moving forward. Do a little more research before you make decisions. Whatever you feel guided and know that your lesson was, you can just do that moving forward. And you don't have to really try to not view yourself as the victim and stay in that type of energy and mentality, because I feel like some of you may get a little defensive over some things here that are happening, and there may have been like conversations and discussions and things happening, so it may have been like this whole thing. But there's really opportunity for you to just recognize and focus on the lesson you were supposed to learn and move on. So you have the Two of Swords here. It is completely your choice what path you want to go down. But this is about you getting back to your plans. What are your goals? What are your dreams? And you focusing on that and creating the plans for that and getting the plans together for that. And by plans, I mean like really just visualizing that and allowing synchronicities and signs to come to you and messages to come to you as far as steps that you can take, inspired action that you can do to achieve these dreams and goals that you have. So that's what I'm speaking about here, getting back into that place. And for some of you, this isn't going to be all of you, but for some of you, you are being guided to connect with your intuition because you're not seeing it at all, or you're allowing external circumstances to dictate rather than going within and trusting in the messages, trusting in the feelings that you have within. Okay? So you definitely want to be listening to yourself and doing what feels right and feels the best for you. And also ensuring that you're doing things for the good of humanity, right? Not just from, and I'm not saying this is you, but I'm just going to say it because I heard it. Like, make sure that things are coming from a genuine, authentic place, okay? So we have the World here. Okay, and we also have the Eight of Cups. So yeah, you are definitely moving towards fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, financial fulfillment. You're over like everything else. You're over it. So you really have that opportunity this month to really start to focus on the things that make you happy and on the dreams and goals that you do have, because an old chapter is ending. An old chapter is ending and a new one is beginning. Okay. Thank you. In this new chapter, you are being guided to be more intuitive, to connect more deeply with your higher self and source. And I really feel like, I keep hearing that it's not necessarily that, it's more that you're not you're deciding to go in the opposite direction of what your intuition is telling you, of what the messages are that you're receiving, of what those signs and synchronicities are telling you. You're kind of deciding to go in the opposite direction. So whoever needs to hear that, it's recognize that you're doing that sometimes, and you know that you're doing that sometimes. So this is about really like coming back into alignment with who you are and listening to your intuition and allowing that to help guide you along the path, because that is going to be really your path of least resistance and the path where you're going to experience the least amount of what you would identify as issues, as roadblocks, as those low moments. Okay, so I believe we did speak to, and if I didn't, then I'm saying it now, you do have opportunity for love to come through. You have opportunity for financial abundance, so financial opportunities. It's all here. It is all here. Whatever you desire, you can connect with it. And it's so important that you focus on being appreciative for everything that you have in this current moment. Okay, so you may feel a little bored. You may feel like, okay, well, things didn't happen exactly how I wanted them to, so just throw it all away. No, this is about really extracting out of the experiences and the situations what is best for you, the lessons you need to learn, the appreciation that you need to have for everything, and just sitting in gratitude and being thankful. And that is what will open up the door and shine the light even brighter on additional abundance, additional opportunities that come your way. So we also have the Page of Cups here. And what else? Let's look at the page. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. Okay, and I feel like some of you know, or you have some sense or idea of what your life purpose is, your life path here. And so we can speak to that from a spiritual perspective of sort of your original plan, the original things that you came here to do. Or this could be quite literally like you have like specific goals that you've outlined for yourself, and you may be thinking about, in either case, like adjusting the plan or not fulfilling your purpose. But you are being guided to stick with the plan, continue working toward that which gives you joy, that which gives you fulfillment and makes you happy. So if this is something like you're not feeling it anymore, you don't want it, you don't have that desire, you desire something else, or you don't know what you desire, but you don't want that, then we're not talking about that. We're talking about the things that you truly desire and that you feel passionate about. Continue on that path is what we're seeing here, because you are taking the tiniest steps toward your journey. So every step is progress, no matter how big it is. Every step is progress. So be appreciative for the little things, the little accomplishments, the little milestones that you meet along the way. That appreciation is going to go a long way in letting the universe know that you're appreciative and you want more. So we have the Nine of Wands here. Okay. Also, you have this opportunity here to let go of burdens and to let go of anything that's not serving you. So I feel like this can be for some of you like thought patterns and belief systems and just your opinions about things and circumstances and situations. Some of that is just, it's not helpful to you, and you're just recreating the past situations and scenarios to feed that energy, as opposed to letting it go and really shifting your focus to the things that make you happy, the things that make you feel contentment and joy. Okay? And for some of you, I hear like that's an exploration in and of itself, because you're not quite sure, and that's okay. And if that is the case, you're figuring out what's important to you and where you want to go and where your loyalties are. Move forward on that path is what this is saying, as opposed to, well, I'm not quite sure, so I'm not going to focus there. I'm just going to like think about, why I had to go there in the first place and recreate those past scenarios. Like, no, this is about you letting that go and really focusing on exploring. Be creative is what I'm hearing. If you're not quite sure, or you're sure but you're not quite sure how to get there, be open, be creative, do things that get those creative juices flowing so that you can be and align yourself with those signs and synchronicities that are coming through. Okay? So if nothing else, do your self-care practices and quiet your mind and relax, reflect, and replenish yourself. Okay? Let's get a couple oracles here. So we have clear vision, confirmation, right timing, and opportunity. This really summarizes everything that we're saying here, because we know that this is the right opportunity. This is the right time, is what I want to say. This is the right time for you to open yourself up to what you desire, not what you don't desire, not what you don't want, but what you do want. We also have creations being realized, and we have another confirmation of this is the right time to allow yourself to blossom and allow yourself to become this new version of you that you've always wanted. So what does that new version have? What have they accomplished? Okay, how does that feel? Stay in that moment, stay in those feelings. Okay, and then we have handing things over. So we know that also, a part of this process, in addition to letting go, is forgiving. Anyone that needs to be forgiven, that could be you or that could be others. Okay, so you holding on to resentment, to anger, guilt, those type of low vibrational energies are not helpful to you, and they're not helping you and allowing you to progress and move forward. Okay. So, anything else here before we've got some oracles to close us out, but we'll take it. I just wanted to see if there was anything else. Okay, and this really is the card of the Chariot. So you are being divinely guided on your path, so allow it to happen. Let go and allow your higher self to guide you. Allow your intuition to guide you. Okay, that's wonderful. All right, so also what I wanted to say here was this could also mean a relocation, traveling in some way. So you could be traveling, you could be moving, could be thinking about it, you could be thinking about going on vacation. So this is also a sign that if you feel it within you and you feel like that's something you're being called to do, I feel like it would be a wonderful time, a great learning experience, go for it. Okay. So we have romantic love. We did speak to that being available to you and coming through. So that is a confirmation of that. And we also have life lessons with higher learning as well. So all of this is presenting opportunities, and we really kind of spoke to everything here: spirituality, finances, and love. So it is all here, an opportunity to be great, to be better and better and better, according to your own expectations, according to your own desires. It's all here for you this month. Expression. I love this because that is really that confirmation to just get out and be creative and express yourself and allow life to flow through you. Okay? All right, Pisces. So those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.